Welcome to episode 64 of the Mile 20 podcast where epic shit happens. My name is Lori and I'm here with my bestie,
Laura.
and we are going to be covering the Rock and Roll Nashville Marathon
Rock
today.
and roll. Oh, I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah,
I was looking for a song, but it does not come to the top of my head. So this should be a great episode.
we're firing on all cylinders today.
Yep. Yep. hmm
So, any updates? What was your epic week update like?
Well, my birthday was yesterday.
Yes,
We're recording here on Cinco de Mayo. And yeah, my birthday was yesterday. I turned 55 years old, and I'm okay with it. I feel really, really good for being 55. We had a family get together. I know you guys attended on Friday night.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and cake and food and stuff. And so Jim and Maddie went and coordinated all that. So it was a dual celebration for both my birthday and my son-in-law's birthday, who just turned 30, the big 30. So Matthew.
Dirty 30.
Yeah, so that was in April, but we were a little late to the game, going and celebrating as a family. So we just did a nice dual celebration. So it was a nice time on Friday night. And then Jim and I, we went down after you and I ran our 8-9 miler. On Saturday, we went down to Maryland, and I first world issues, as you know, when you have two houses that you open up for the season, it's a lot of work. And Jim and I went down, and we opened up the deck, and just taking stuff off our furniture and cleaning and power washing and just all of the all. So so we pretty much ran ourselves into the ground over Saturday and Sunday. I felt like I needed a day off on my birthday.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
you did not get that.
but I did not get that. So by choice.
No.
But yeah. Yeah. So what did you do this weekend? I know that you had a much more exciting weekend, a little music in your repertoire.
Yes, I did. Well, of course, I hung out with you on Friday, which was so fun celebrating your birthday, and I love your family. They're just home,
Yeah. Yeah. Ditto.
they're good
Ditto.
people. And then, yes, on Saturday after our run, I quickly packed up and got to my friend Denine's house and picked her up. She had tickets for Bruno Mars down in Washington, D.C. So we went down there, checked into the hotel, and went to the National Archives. It's
Nice.
always cool. We had time to do one little thing before we went and ate. And it's so cool seeing our, we the people, the documents sitting in front
Yeah.
of you, the actual originals. It's really cool. And to watch how it's guarded.
Yeah. Yes.
There are 4 security guards just hanging around our founding documents. It's really cool. And then we went over and had a really cool dinner at China Chilcano.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, I probably just slaughtered that, but it was so good. It was a Peruvian restaurant,
Love
mostly
Peruvian food.
Peruvian, yeah, but it
Mm.
had a flair of Asian, Japanese and
Which
Chinese.
which is what we experienced when we were in Peru, where
Yes,
there was a heavy Japanese influence because of just being across the ocean.
yes.
Yeah.
So it was delicious. I got a pisco sour,
Uh,
and I was thinking about the Inca Trail the whole time I was there. It was
was it as good as the ones that we had down in
Yeah,
Peru?
it was
Oh,
delicious.
nice.
And
Okay.
the pisco
That's
was
solid.
delicious. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very good. And then came home. Didn't really do much on Sunday, I hope,
Oh,
unless my memory is blank.
oh, okay.
I feel like I didn't do much on Sunday. Just
Yeah.
kind of came home and chilled out.
That's cool. That's cool. And we've been very heavily watching the playoffs because the Flyers and the Sixers
Yes.
are both in the playoffs right now, and so they all have been very, very exciting to watch.
Yeah, but in my house, it's really hard to watch the Flyers. I've been a Flyers fan since I can remember. At one point, believe it or not, I liked the Flyers more than I liked the Eagles. I was way more leveraged into hockey and watched all the games that I could and constantly watching where they were in the standings because they were always so good. And I was just so passionate about them. And then they've been in this deep,
They've
dark
been in the shitter. They've been in the shitter for the past couple of years.
Yes, but now we have this really talented young team, and it's really fun to kind of watch them starting to gel and develop along with the veterans that we have. And so, like, them making the playoffs, them getting through the first round, it's like very passionate for me. But I have two members of my family that are huge Carolina Hurricanes fans.
Which the Flyers are playing against in the
Yeah.
series.
And to be honest, while I'm watching them, they definitely feel way outmatched by Carolina Hurricanes. Like, I know we're probably going to lose this series, but like, my team hasn't been on the playoffs forever. Like, just give me a moment. Like, you don't need to like talk to me about it. I just told Ella today, I'm like, the best way to handle this, baby, was I prefer we just pretend like it's not happening. Like, just don't talk to me about it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to you about
That's
it.
fair.
Don't talk to me about it.
That's fair. It's like don't make me feel bad about it. I watched part of the Flyers game, so I was following the Flyers for a while, a couple of years ago, and Jim and I would go to the games and stuff, and then we would go to games, and they were just awful,
Yeah.
absolutely awful, and I'm like I'm not gonna spend the money to watch like I don't mind like my team losing, but like put some good like energy into the game. Like they
Yeah.
just sucked. And so I kind of tapped out of the Flyers for a little while. Like,
Yeah.
I'd follow them, but like not religiously. So I feel like if I heavily watched the playoffs right now, I would be a faux fan. I would just be like on the bandwagon. So I have not admittedly been heavily watching the Flyers, especially if there's like a Flyers like Sixers
You
game
know,
like there
for
was the other
the
night.
mojo.
I'm watching the Sixers because I have been fought like Jim and I have been watching the Sixers like anytime there's a game on, we've been watching it. So
Yeah.
so we're gonna try this week to see if we can eke in a game on Friday night, but like the tickets were like they were like four figures, dude. It's like over a
That's
thousand dollars for nosebleed seats, and I'm like,
no,
sorry,
no,
sorry, I'm not paying that.
no.
So, and you know what it is? It's the freaking New York prices. Like,
Yeah.
like people bought tickets and now they're reselling them. So, it'll probably feel like an away game for the Sixers,
Not
unfortunately.
bad.
So, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But that's been really exciting. So, what else is exciting in the running world?
Okay, we have to apologize. Okay, we did the whole episode last week with activating greatness. It was wonderful, loved it. However, we did miss doing our news, and there was major news to discuss.
Major news.
We did not discuss it at all.
Well,
'Cause
we made a reference in the interview, but
Yes.
like we did not go and give it like the
proper.
creds. Yeah.
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 Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
The like
Like, dude.
the London Marathon. My God, we have broken the 2-hour marathon mark, which we
Not
thought.
me, not you and I, but
Oh.
somebody else. We meaning the running community.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I break the 9 mile mark.
No, 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 not us.
No, but like us as a human
Yeah.
species, like
That's a big deal,
the
man.
thing that they thought every time that there's a boundary that is put up for human physical abilities, eventually somebody smashes it. And I just can't even imagine where marathoning is going now that this has happened. Sebastian Sawe, 1:59:30 was his finish in London. I think that was an average of a 4-minute 33-second mile
Dude, can you imagine?
for 26.2 miles.
Can you imagine? I
No.
can't even imagine.
No, I can't. And then the poor guy that came in second did it again, which is crazy. Yomif, oh God.
Kajelka.
Kajelka. Yeah.
Kajelka. And it was his first marathon.
It's 1:59:41.
Crazy.
That's insane.
Absolutely crazy.
The two of them. And now it's just happened. And the cat's out of the bag now. I'm excited to see what's going to start happening next year and stuff.
I totally agree. And I know that you and I put our names in the hat for the lottery for London. So
That's another thing I
Yeah.
saw today regarding London.
what's that?
Record number. Guess how many people put in for the London
How
lottery?
many?
Take a guess.
I couldn't even guess.
Over 1 million.
Oh my God.
Over 1 million people. And we're hoping that maybe they'll take 100,000 of those.
Yeah.
That's just insanity.
That is insanity. So what else is insanity is that the Paris Marathon So you and I were talking about, like do we want to take a gander, at that one? And that one is in April. Usually it's like 2 weeks before the London Marathon in April. And so, this just happened like a couple weeks ago, the Paris Marathon. And
Yeah.
usually they then put their registration out like a week or two after, the last race happened. Well, there's no registration right now. Well, right now there's like no company that's running that marathon. Apparently, the city of Paris, they went and basically didn't renew the contract with the company that has been running the marathon for
The
many, many years. Like I
is
think it's like 20 years
Are you
that they,
serious?
yeah, and now they're making like them bid for the contract. And so because this is such, I mean, they it's like a 50,000 person like marathon.
Right.
And like what I read in one of the articles, and this was like an article in a French magazine or a French newspaper, is that because the race is so big, like all of the the permits and logistics and everything else, like that starts like now
Yeah,
for like a year
of
out.
course.
And because of now this prolonged, process that the city chose to do post the marathon, not like pre.
Well, they probably didn't want because the sponsor, is it a sponsor or the
It's a
or like
company that runs the
that's the marathon?
marathon, but then they
Okay.
have some major sponsors as well. And so everything right now is completely in
Well,
flux and like
they
nobody knows when the registration is going to be available, if they're even going to be able to kick this thing off next year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
But
that's huge.
I can see not wanting to fire the company that's running it before the actual race date
I
because they could probably just be like, well, that's not my problem then if you want to get rid of us.
Yeah, yeah. I don't they did not get too much into the politics as far as the why, because again, it was,
Yeah.
it was a translated article, but I'm like, every day, like after the marathon, had finished, I was waking up at like 2 o'clock in the morning because it's like 6 hours ahead there.
Yeah.
And they said that like usually the registration will open up at like 8 in the morning. So I was like waiting. And then finally, like after doing that for 3 straight days during work days, like
Yeah.
mind you, right? I was like, oh my God, what is going on with this? And when I Googled it, like that's when like everything just started coming out as far as like why the registration hadn't opened up yet. So we'll see. I have no idea whether or not that one's gonna kick off
Fingers
next April.
crossed.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be a shame.
Yeah, yeah.
It would be a
It
shame.
would be a shame because everything that I have read in terms of the course and what you get to see along the way, it's magnifique.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be
So,
cool.
and I think we have one other update on our Delaware Running Festival medals.
Yes. We have neglected to update you guys. We did, I think it was the day after the marathon, late in the evening, we had gotten
Yeah.
an email from the race director. It was kind of oddly worded, I think, because it was like, I tried to send this out earlier today. In case you didn't get it, here it is again. And it was like, no, I did not get it. And I'm not sure you actually sent it, but whatever. Um, they they apologized and predicted that our medals should be in by May 15th. So I told them I was super excited to have my medal Monday in May. And they also gave us free finisher line pictures, which was also a nice touch. And I thanked them for that. I did, suggest that he listen to our podcast, or if he didn't want to listen, that I'd be happy to give him some constructive feedback. And then I never heard back.
Never responded back to our email. So
Yeah. So that's the update. We're still waiting on our medals,
yeah. So we'll
but we got free pictures of just the finish line. I feel like we had other pictures taken on the course, but none of those showed up in our thing.
but no pictures like after we crossed the finish line with no medals.
Yeah, those were only the pictures we took. Anyhow,
I'm still spicy about that.
we digress.
That's okay. That's okay. So Nashville was a good time.
Nashville is a good time. I think
I enjoy
the
Nashville.
reason why we chose Nashville is because guess what? It's Nashville.
It's Nashville. And that's
Yeah.
really
I don't
for no
think,
other reason. Like
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think you need to explain anything more than it was Nashville.
And you'd been to Nashville before.
I had not.
Oh,
I had
okay.
driven around it before, just like
Oh.
from Louisville to Florida or Louisville to,
Yeah,
North Carolina.
I had been to Nashville before,
No, that was my first
like
time.
twice for work stuff. So,
Yeah.
but this was the first time this is the first time I got to like actually like kind of do some different things versus like, kind of workish stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was the last race that we ran in 2021.
Hmm.
And the insanity thing was that we had, after this race, run 7 marathons in 12 weeks.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I keep looking at these things I see on Instagram where they're like, you're not fully recovered from a marathon for 4 weeks. I'm like, what?
Like eking another one.
I guess
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
it is crazy. And thank God you posted those facts on your Facebook account.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. 'Cause I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered it either, except you posted it on Facebook. I was like, oh, well, that's
Wow.
notable.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was also the Rock and Roll Nashville Marathon. I think we've talked about rock and rolls in the past because we did the Rock and Roll New Orleans. Had we done another one, or is it just these two that we did?
Savannah.
Oh, and Rock and Roll Savannah, yes. Um, the This one is a lot like the Flying Pig. We did it on a weird COVID year that we were doing this in the fall. We did it November 20th of 2021. It is typically an April race. They just actually had it 2 weekends
It
ago.
was like wicked hot, wasn't it?
Crazy hot.
Yeah.
Um,
Our temperature was really nice when we did it.
yeah, it was
It was
perfect.
cold in the morning, like in the 30s, but like we finished what in like the
So,
60s.
yeah,
Yeah.
upper 60s, low
Yeah.
70s. It was really pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they have, as all rock and roll marathons have, they have a full gamut of races. They have the marathon, the half, 10K, 5K, 1 mile. They have a remix challenge where if you run the 1 mile on Sunday with any distance on Saturday, you get an extra medal as well. I mean, rock and rolls have a reputation out there of the product that they sell to you is that there's going to be 20 plus bands out on the course. It's very musical. There's a big festival at the end. It's like a party. Usually they have a lot of merch. That's kind of what they sell. The reality of what we get as participants of the marathons have been really nice first half of courses because usually the half and the full go together.
And usually they have many, many more participants for those races versus the marathon.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, so much so that they've actually canceled a lot of their marathons and only do half marathons in a lot of cities now. And usually the back half of the race is lacking.
Yes.
It just is
It's
usually,
not pretty. It's kind of like you're just kind of in the
yeah.
areas. Yeah.
And then the other piece of it is I honestly can't I know that there were some bands on the courses, but I cannot remember it being like an overwhelming amount compared to other races.
No, and especially for being Nashville, I don't recall it being like overwhelming, my core memory, kind of stuff. So,
No, which is odd because
yeah.
there are core memories of like the weird guitarist in Myrtle Beach, like
Yes.
remembering that guy.
Yes. Yeah.
But there was nothing that really stood out. So, I'd say with rock and roll, it's caution if you're going to decide to do one of the races, but it's Nashville. And it does, here's the part of it too. It does go to St. Jude. They do give a
Yeah.
portion of their proceeds to St. Jude's, which is really great. So it is for a great cause, which is also part of what attracts you to doing a race plus Nashville.
Wasn't there a portion of the race too when we did it where they had pictures of the kids from St. Jude's and it was like
Yes.
it lines, part of the course
Yeah.
and very, very emotional because it was like it talked about like,
Well, don't we run
kids.
by St. Jude?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about like so and so is in like remission and stuff. It was very emotional because you just you're out there, you know yeah, you're exercising and it's hard and stuff, but man, when you think
It could
about
be
somebody
harder.
going through something like that, yeah, could be worse,
Yeah,
so a lot worse. So just kind of keeps you grounded a little bit.
I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah.
It is a Saturday race.
Which we actually like the Saturday
I
races.
do like a Saturday
Yeah,
race, especially because you work
yeah.
and it's nice to have that extra day of downtime before you have to get back to the
It
grind.
is. It is.
So we arrived on the Friday
Yeah.
morning-ish, mid-morning. It's pretty easy flight into
Yeah,
Nashville.
and direct, which
Yeah.
is always nice. I mean, anytime like we're flying out to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, here in a couple weeks, and man, it's like it's tough going and finding flights for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it is more of an obscure place
it is.
too.
It
So
is. So that's why again, Nashville, major airport, if
in
you're
and out.
yeah, just yep, easy to get to.
Yeah. So the first thing we did, I think we picked up our packet
Hmm.
and the expo was at Nissan Stadium
Yeah.
where the Tennessee Titans play.
Yeah, we got some pictures inside of the stadium. So that was neat, kind of seeing inside of it. It was a very, very nice stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. And some of their extra merch is kind of fun sometimes. Like I did buy a shirt in San Antonio and did I get an extra shirt in Nashville? No, New Orleans. Oh, we did San Antonio rock and roll
I forgot
too.
about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
So we've
we've
done four of them.
four of them.
Okay.
Yeah. And they've all kind of been consistently the same
Yes. Agreed.
as far as all of that goes. So the expos are, it's a normal expo, nothing crazy, but good. The race, because this just proves that we were on a weird COVID year, for real. The finishers, when we ran it in 2021, we had 13:55. This past year in 2026, the 2026 data, there was almost 3,200 runners.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's almost double.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we started like downtown. So we were able to very easily walk from our
Where
hotel.
the hell did we stay? I could not remember.
I think we stayed at a courtyard.
Was it a courtyard?
Yeah, I
It was
think yeah, yeah.
the one that was right downtown. I think it's near Broadway, but slightly off.
Yeah, it just I don't know. We were only a couple blocks away from the start, so it was very very easy to get to, and the energy was really really great at the start line. I enjoyed the start.
Yeah. What do you feel triggered that energy the most?
I think the backdrop of I honestly like I think it was the backdrop of being in Nashville and having all the Nashville buildings around us and like kind of being in the downtown area. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
you know
I liked being on Broadway. Like
yeah.
knowing it was kind of cool to see Broadway totally empty right before they
Yeah,
released the
maybe that's
runners.
what it attributed to the a little bit of the excitement as well. But yeah, I don't know. I and I always love a race that we can walk to and we can just kind of take our time, going and getting over to the start
That, yes.
and maximizing bathroom time.
And I know I'm jumping ahead by saying this. However, it does end at like adjacent to Nissan Stadium, which is across the river. So it was a bit of a trek back to the hotel,
It
and we
was.
definitely walked it back 'cause there's pictures of us on the bridge over the water.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a little further, but it all worked out just fine. Now the route, oh, it's a 6 hour limit and it's about a 7:20 start, so a decent time in the morning.
Yeah.
And the route is slightly different now from when we ran it, but not a whole lot. They just kind of bumped out in some different areas, like where you go more north of the city, whereas we did more loops around different parks and such.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like it's basically the same.
Yeah. I mean the course wasn't like I would say overly memorable. As most rock and rolls are not.
Yeah.
But I mean, starting downtown, finishing at the stadium, those are probably the biggest core memories. I mean, we ran through some, industrial park areas and, some neighborhoods and some strip mall areas. It's just like,
I did remember running through 12 South, that part of the neighborhood,
okay.
that part of Nashville, because I fell in love with that little town. And I think you kind of left a little
Oh,
early on
yeah, yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah. And you went back.
And I went back.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was
That's
interesting.
right. Yeah, I remember that little town. It was very artsy.
It was.
Yes.
And they allow you to open carry. I'm jumping way ahead
Oh
now.
wow, you're totally jumping ahead. Okay. Well, that's fun.
a place called the filling station. And I was like, huh, maybe I'll just grab a beer. And they're like, oh yeah, you can grab a beer and go walk around. I'm like, and shop? Yes. I'm like, okay. I feel like I have to do that now.
That's like the best kind of shopping is shopping, the little drinking shopping.
Yes, just a
Dangerous too.
little, not
Dangerous,
a
not
lot,
a
just
lot,
a
just a
little.
little.
Yeah. So when we got there on Friday, we decided to visit the Grand Ole Opry.
Opry. Yes, I was so excited about doing this because I had never even though I had been to Nashville twice, this was like the quintessential like Nashville thing for me to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
anybody to do,
It
they should be
was
going out
so
there.
awesome.
Yeah, what was incredible about what stood out about the Grand Ole Opry is the dressing rooms.
Oh my God.
The dressing rooms are incredibly ornately decorated.
But each one has like a theme. You know, like one has like American flags that's like Americana, and another one, I don't know, like let's just call it like it's got like a cow theme, you know, and it's got like I'm just pulling that out of my ass, but like each of them are like very, very well themed,
Yes.
and they actually have pictures of somebody like Willie Nelson sitting on like that seat that is in that dressing room, like strumming a guitar, like before he would go on stage. And it's like that. It was just cool. You could picture the energy of the people,
Yeah.
inside of the building.
Yeah. I you hear about it just holds such a great place in history there, and then where it had originated at the Ryman Theater, in actual downtown Nashville. It was really cool, and part of the tour was that we got to also stand on stage, which was really cool
That
because
was
they had
cool.
there's a huge circle of original woodwork from the Ryman
Hmm.
Theater that they moved and put into the Grand Ole Opry when it moved venues. And so, it's like the cool little circle. I don't know. God, fuck. It's so bad. It's a cool circle.
It's like such a cool circle. It
Oh
was the
my
circle of trust.
goodness.
Keep this shit. It's like bad podcasting at its worst. At its best, at its worst. I don't know.
Oh my God.
So there was a circle on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry. I actually we did like a little tour, and like if you go to Nashville, I would highly recommend going on the tour because you got to go backstage, you got to see kind of like the innards, you get to see the circle on the stage.
Oh my God.
Oh, oh, dude. So where'd we go to lunch
Oh, we went
after we were on the circle?
surprise. We went to a brewery. I know that'll
No
not
way!
Yeah, we went to Tenfold Brewing.
Oh,
I
shit.
think we did that for lunch, which was outside of downtown. I think it was kind of closer to where we were at with the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, no, I remember that being a pretty good brew. I did not have any brew, but I remember the lunch there. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, hopefully, if you're listening in your car or you're on your Peloton or you're just sitting listening. Hopefully, you have a giggle with us because sometimes you just gotta digress and you just look at each other and just laugh.
Well,
I don't.
I feel like a little infant being born that has no idea what the fuck is going on in the world.
It's like it's happening. It was a cool circle. I'm gonna beat that shit on the ground, dude.
Okay, so full disclosure for me, I think my brain is fried. Me and Deneen went out for a 23-mile bike ride today, and I did my first set of hills in over a year. No, not over a year, since like
On your bike.
September on my bike.
Yeah.
We did 23 miles and 2,100 feet of elevation. So for some people, that's probably not much. For other people, that sounds like a lot. For me, it's a lot. And I have just been absolutely brain fried ever since then. And I am trying to rally. I am trying. And the circle is the best I got.
That's okay.
It's the circle of trust.
That's okay.
It's the other one
That's
I was
okay.
thinking about.
That's
Circle
okay.
of life,
That's
circle of
okay. I'm
trust.
gonna keep coming back to that. Yep. Yep. All right. So we did Tenfold Brewing. Highly recommend it. Again, a little bit outside of the downtown area. And then we wandered downtown for a little bit, just kind of like checking out the I mean they even had like a subway with a band playing in a subway. Like a Subway sandwich shop and they
Yeah.
had a band playing. Like that's what blew my mind is like seeing how like just entrenched that, that whole town is with like bringing music into like
Everything.
wherever people are,
Yes,
you
that's
know.
the only downfall about, although it never stopped us in the past, but I feel like this particular, I think you were a little under the weather, I feel
I
like,
was.
on this trip because we kind of were just stayed in the hotel a lot. I mean, we wandered and we explored and we ate.
Because we were talking about doing line dancing and I was like, dude,
Well, I
like
thought it would be epic to line dance after a marathon. I'm like, we need to go out line
yeah, and
dancing after a
I just
marathon.
yeah, and I was like, yeah, that was not in my repertoire. Like all I wanted to do is get my pajamas and go to bed.
Yeah, I
Like
think.
it's just very rare. Like I usually rally, and it's just like yeah, no, I was not feeling well.
Yeah, 'cause I was also like, oh, we could maybe go see. I mean, we've rallied. We've done New Orleans where it was a shit show. We didn't want it to be like that, but thought we would be doing a little bit more, but wound up not. We did wind up going to the Distillery for dinner, which is another live venue place. They had excellent pizzas, I do believe.
Yeah, they did.
Um, it was delicious. Highly recommend that. Um,
So Nashville was kind of hilly.
yes, it was. It was.
And we ran them hills. White house. Oh, I got shit in my hair.
Oh, you do have shit in your hair.
Right?
Where did it go? Oh,
I
you
don't
got all
know.
sorts of shit.
Oh, it's because I was gardening. Like I was rapid gardening before you came.
I know. I saw you walk around
I'm like
the house with
blower,
the
like
little blower, and I'm like, oh, she's on a fucking mission.
getting things checked off of my list.
Okay.
All right. What did we wear the morning of the race? Because it was in the 30s when we started.
We had friends onesies
And what
with
are
very fur-lined hoods.
what are friends onesies?
I they had it said friends.
Right, like friends from like
Yes, from the movie.
Be there for you. Yeah, that's not the right thing.
I'll, and you'll be there for me too, or I'll be there
I'll
for
be
you.
there for you too. Yeah, those. Yeah, those were pretty cool. I liked it. We get our onesies, so these are like pajama onesies. We get them from like Amazon, and I tell you what, on Amazon, if I find like a deal where it's like freaking 7.99,
Oh,
and
hell
but
yes.
but but the warning label on the inside of it when you open it says "Do not stand next to a flame."
Yes. But that's okay because that means you'll stay warm.
Yeah. Those I'll usually like scoop up like a bunch of them. I think we did those with the shark onesies like
Yeah.
this past season where I think I bought them for like $7, $8,
I love
and
those shark onesies.
yeah, and so yeah, so these I can't remember why we got the friends onesies. I mean, well, other than we're friends,
Yes.
or where we found those, but sometimes we get them at Walmart or Target. So wherever we can find them, and they're like dirt cheap. So because
Yeah.
we do go and dispose of them, but usually races will go and collect up the clothing and give them to homeless shelters and stuff
Although
like that.
sometimes we have had the ones that have lingered, like the sharks
Yeah,
and the
and the
bears.
bears, the
Those
bears.
the, the
They're
bears.
bears. Yeah. Yeah. So
Ooh,
yeah.
another cool place we ran through
Yeah.
was the First Horizon Park, which is the home of like the AAA team to the Milwaukee Bruins. Actually ran through the
Oh, that's right. We
ballpark.
did run through the ballpark.
And they had it like
That was a
all
nice ballpark.
it was, and they had it all decorated out for Rock and Roll New Orleans. Like it had like
Well,
marathoners up
rock and
on the
roll
wall.
Nashville.
Oh, Rock and Roll
Yes.
Nashville. What did I just say?
New Orleans.
Oh my God.
Yes, but
I'm
that
all
was
over the
but
place.
that was really really cool going and seeing the stadium and running through that and at least there wasn't a hill there because like this course was pretty hilly, like 900 feet in elevation, which doesn't seem like a lot, but
It's a lot.
it's a lot, especially when we're talking like this was our seventh marathon in 12 weeks.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think it was.
Yeah, the bodies were tired at that point in time. So if you're running Nashville, it does have some hills. Yeah, not as bad as some of the other hills, like hilly races that we've done, but it
No.
does. It's more like rolling hills.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
After the marathon,
Yeah.
we decided to go and have dinner at a place that no longer exists in
No,
Nashville.
really?
But the
Bummer.
original place was in Knoxville. So
Okay.
me and the kids had found it in Knoxville. And I remember us looking for a place to eat that night. And I happened to see Stock and Barrel come up. So go and visit Stock and Barrel if you go to visit Knoxville.
Oh, so it's still in Knoxville.
It is
Okay.
still in
Dock and
Knoxville.
Barrel.
But they're kind of known for their burgers and bourbon. Unique burgers.
Hmm.
I have a beautiful picture of my burger. It was called the Bernie with blue cheese crumbles, applewood bacon, blueberry preserves, beer battered jalapenos.
That's just so yummy.
It's so bizarre, but it was so good. And I think they have one that's like the Elvis that is like banana and peanut butter
And
on
peanut
it.
butter on it. Yeah.
And a burger.
You did do peanut butter on a burger one time.
I did. I did a peanut butter and jelly
That
burger.
was in Texas.
Was that in Texas?
Yes, it was San Antonio.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I looked at that and I was like, "Oh, I don't know about that."
It's actually, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think there was so much peanut butter on it though. I remember you eating maybe like half of it and you were like, "I'm good." Like
Yeah,
you were like the taste is good, but it was like it was a lot.
it was a
It
lot.
was a lot.
Yeah,
So,
very.
yeah. Yeah.
But what's cool about that part and that where that was, I think, was that the Gulch? They have the huge mural, which is also on our shirts, of the big Nashville wings. There, I every time I saw people with pictures, I don't know why I thought that it would be smaller,
Yeah.
but it's huge.
It's gigantic. It's like a couple stories high.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a line, like there is a line that forms for you to go and get your picture taken. And but everybody was so like respectful of each other.
Yeah.
People were helping take pictures, of each other as well. So we did it at nighttime. When by the time we had hit the mural.
Yeah.
So, but it was like oh, we got all excited because we were like, all right, we got to get our pictures taken with this bad boy.
Yeah.
I left early in the morning the following day. Yeah, I can't remember what the
I feel like you had something going on.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
there was Maddie had something, you had a family something. I think there was a reason why you had
It
to
could have
help
been it
out.
could have been around Jim's birthday because like his birthday was on the 18th. I don't know. I don't know. I had something going on, so I ended up leaving early in the morning. And I left you to getting in trouble by
Like I normally
on
do.
yourself by yourself.
I always wind up like, what do you do when you're by yourself? I eat and I drink
Yeah,
usually.
yeah.
I headed over to the Gulch and
Which by the way, fun
back to
fact
the Gulch. What?
is that I don't think that you have ever left a marathon like a destination earlier than me, where I have been left to my own vices.
Huh. That may be true.
I think that is very true.
I think that that's going to be
I,
the case as well in
I,
Iowa.
yeah, I think that is, yes. Yeah, I know. I saw your flight times, man, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, I'm lingering.
yep.
I'm lingering. But I headed out. I had breakfast at like Biscuit Love, which was
Biscuit
it
love.
was kind of cool. They actually had this really cool machine that you could watch that they had whole oranges in the top of it. And they like dropped them down and
Oh,
it did
nice.
freshly squeezed orange juice, which I thought
I
was
love the name of that
really,
place, Biscuit Love.
yeah.
It terrifies me as
Oh
someone
yeah.
with celiac, but it has such a great breakfast name, Biscuit
Yes.
Love.
And then I went over to the Ryman Auditorium, which is the original auditorium for the Grand Ole Opry, and it was built in the late 1800s. So it was super
And
cool to
that's
be
like
in
right
there.
downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, you could tell that it had been kind of run down at one time, but they've spent some time to kind of build it back up. And when I was in there, I was kind of looking because they still have all kinds of concerts there.
Hmm.
And you know who was there the night before? Garth Brooks.
Mm.
I'm like, that would have been so cool. And then I looked at his ticket prices, $400. And I'm like, I wouldn't have paid that at that time for Garth
No, not
Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
But that would have been a very cool, intimate venue to see him play.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then, like I said, I drove back down to 12 South and had a little fun shopping and partaking.
Yeah. So what was in that little town? Like
They
what
had
kind of
like
what kind of shops?
Draper Jane's.
Oh, that's the Reese Witherspoon. Oh,
Yes.
that's right. I remember passing by that and pointing that out.
Yeah, and then a couple of other like cute little boutiques and stuff, which I really enjoyed.
Oh, I
Just
love that. I
walking
I
around,
love boutique. So,
browsing.
so you know what I really want to do is I don't think that I take advantage of the boutique shopping in Westchester, here where
Oh,
my
yeah.
town. And I mean, today I brought the dog down to Champion Premier dog grooming in Westchester, and they freaking took Kona. I mean, you saw Kona on Friday. Man, I've neglected grooming my dog, and we've missed like some appointments. And she looks so cute
She
today.
does. She looks like a rock star.
Just looks so cute. They did, and you gotta love a place where whether you're boarding your animals or leaving them to get groomed or whatever the case might be. And I don't know, I just felt very, very good about like leaving her, and she was very happy when the guy went and took her out of her little pen that she was in, while they were holding her, and it just made me feel good. So great job for those folks. But because I was driving through town, I happened to like notice a bunch of the boutiques and
Okay.
the little shops and some new places that have popped up. And I'm like, man, I really just need to like again, maybe like grab a glass of wine and then, go do
Just
some shopping.
night one
You should
night.
do
They
that.
have a really cool retro shop. I can't remember the name of it that has
Oh,
really cool retro clothes in it that
um,
are so fun.
Julie Lang shops there all the time. And the lady who is it Muriel's, I think it is.
Yes, I think that's right.
Muriel's. And so Muriel will go and actually hold stuff for Julie for when she goes there.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah.
awesome. Good
So
for you, Julie.
yes, yeah, yes, yeah. Julie, my friend Julie has like just incredible, crazy style, but man, she can pull off anything. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So just wow. Um, yeah. So then, the medals.
I am
I
gonna
can't find it.
I'm gonna be really kind of blunt about what I called it when we first got it, and I'm so sorry for the gentleman out there if this is insulting to you, but I called it our limp dick medal.
You did call it the limp dick medal. It's not actually a limp dick, but it's really, really tiny. It's very, very tiny. It's very
See it.
I can't see it. I can't feel it. It's really, really tiny.
Don't get me started
I'm
again.
sorry.
I have had
Sorry.
absolute laughing fit
Uh,
tonight.
yeah, these medals. It was kind of funny because before the episode today, we were trying to find my medal. And yeah, I was like, I can't find it. It's so tiny.
I mean, if I hold it in my hand, if you're joining us on YouTube, it doesn't even,
It's not even a third of your hand,
or like maybe half my palm.
dude. It's so small.
It's just so, like the
But you know what? No, wait a minute.
is
But wait,
so
but wait,
plus.
but wait. But Nashville did give us a medal.
That's true. So this is not on the bottom of the list. This is
It's
not
not on the bottom of the
this
list.
is not like the worst marathon garb I've ever had.
Yeah, but it was
It's
like it was
pretty
kind of like
close.
it was kind of disappointing. So, but the shirts are cool.
Shirts are
The
cool.
shirts were cool because they were, kind of like a typical rock and roll short sleeve shirts. They're black. And these were neat because the front of the shirt has the actual angel
Look like I'm
mural.
staring at your boobs
Yeah,
as you're
right.
explaining the shirt.
It's like just look at my boobs as I'm like with my two wings on them. But yeah, yeah, no, that was kind of neat because we had made the effort to get our pictures taken in front of it. So like every time, and I haven't worn this shirt in a while, so I'm like, I don't know, I gotta change the rotation of my shirts. I feel
I
like
just don't wear t-shirts to
I
run in.
know. Well,
Like
I
it's a
do. I
horrible
do.
thing. I'm
I
always in a
use them
tank.
for like gardening and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This one was like way at the bottom of my pile because I'm like, I don't know if I have that shirt.
It's very comfortable.
It's very comfortable and it's a
I like
nice
it.
fit, nice cut,
Yeah.
as well. So, all right, well, so we trudged through this episode.
We did. I'm
We
so sorry.
trudged through it, but man, like we haven't giggled like that in a while for like no apparent reason other than to just go and giggle.
Yeah, just everything felt real funny there for a few minutes, and I swear to God, I'm not high.
No, no, nor intoxicated. So,
I'm stone cold sober,
yeah,
just
yeah,
giggling.
yeah. But you know what? Sometimes it's really, really good to laugh, Lori, and
Agree.
just it's healthy. And sometimes you just gotta.
And sometimes when we're recapping these races, this was 2021 again, and as much as Nashville is a really cool town to go and visit, the course was a little forgettable. I'm going to be real. That's why we don't go into overly a lot of detail about the course because it wasn't
It was meh.
It was meh. I mean, it was fine. We got
Grand Ole Opry to me and getting our picture taken in front of the
being
wing
in
mural,
Nashville was
like
cool.
and just hearing live music. But I
Yeah.
think for me, like we talked about it earlier, I wasn't feeling good that weekend.
Yeah.
And, and it was one of those things where it was just like I had like a cold coming on, not COVID, but I had a cold coming on and I don't know. I did not feel like myself. And,
Yeah, I remember
sometimes
you
it
being like,
happens.
"Sorry, dude, I'm so
I
sorry." That
know, I
night,
know. I
I'm
kept
like,
saying
"It's
sorry,
fine, it's all good."
and sometimes that happens,
Yeah.
and it's just, but I think that we talked about it in our episode last week with Alec, where, when we're traveling together, you got to read off of the vibe of the other person. You just got to pivot,
Yep.
and that's what we did. And you were cool with going back to the room and getting on jammies, and I think we probably
Well,
watched
we
like
did
some.
a marathon,
I
you
know,
know.
and I think we watched some episodes of Outlander.
I believe we did, yes.
Yeah, yeah, because that was like hot and heavy at that point in time,
And now I just wanted to die.
I know.
I'm so
I
sorry.
know.
I really love that show.
I went back through my Pinterest and I had pinned like all these pictures of Sam Hewen and stuff
Well,
and when
he
he
is
was
hot.
younger and stuff. And
He's
that was
still
like,
hot.
I know.
I
But
just
I'm
don't
just
feel
like,
as dirty calling him hot now because he looks like he's aging now.
I,
He's like a man.
yeah, he's not like a young boy anymore.
No,
So, yeah. Anyway, as I digress. So,
we are digressing.
so next week, we are going to talk about the Mississippi Blues Marathon.
Yeah. So there was supposed to be an 8-week gap between what we just for the Nashville
In
Marathon.
2021.
And then we were supposed to be running in January. So that was November. In January, we were supposed to run the Charleston Marathon. I don't think that was a rock and roll. I don't think. It doesn't matter anyway. But because of the Delta, I think it was the Delta variant or
Yeah, there was
something
some new
kicked up.
variant that popped up at that point in time,
Yeah.
and then they didn't have like the vaccine didn't address it.
No.
So Charleston went and canceled their marathon.
Yes. And half marathon. And then never brought it back.
Yeah.
It's gone,
Yeah, it's gone.
which
Like
is sad.
so that's why we've run Myrtle Beach twice.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would much rather run Charleston.
Much
Just from
much yeah.
a perspective.
No, totally agree. No, you and Dave still ended up going down to
Yeah.
Charleston
We
'cause
already had flights and we were meeting our friends, Matt and Tina.
and I don't remember if like Jim and I didn't have flights or like because we canceled
Yeah.
the trip, but we ended up then kind of like readjusting our schedule and we're like okay like we're not going to be able to get South Carolina, so let's get Mississippi in. So
Yeah. So Mississippi Blues.
We will talk about that next week, and that was going to be a good one because that was really cool to go down into the downtown area of Jackson, Mississippi. I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah. It's going to be as lively as now.
I'm selling the next episode, folks. Come and join us and learn about Jackson, Mississippi.
You know what? If anything, it was in it. We have some interesting stories from Jackson, Mississippi.
We do actually. We do. So hopefully you will join us next week.
Wait, before we leave, would you run the Rock and Roll Nashville again?
I'd
Or recommend it?
I'd recommend it because it just I don't know it's just like a get her done, but it's a cool destination. So if you're into like country, even if you're not into country music, it's just got a really good vibe there. And, lots of things to go and do either before or after the marathon. So, and especially if you're going with like some people, like it's a fun spot to go and do. So I'd recommend it just for Nashville, not necessarily for the course.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd second that.
Now, if you're asking me, do I want to do Nashville again for like a second round of the 50 states? I'm like, what else is out there?
Yeah, I have a list.
There we go.
We have a spreadsheet.
There we go. We do. We always have a list. Always have a spreadsheet with stuff going on. So,
Of course.
yes. So next week, Mississippi Blues. We will catch you then. But until then, go make mile 20 your bitch this week.
Peace out.